Good morning everyone. Today we will be discussing the FITT or the frequency, intensity, time, type principle of prescribing aerobic exercise and resistance exercises. So, what is FITT or FIT? So, the FITT is an acronym that represents frequency, intensity, time, and type. It can be prescribed to the people to improve health, similar to pharmacologic intervention, and it can be easily to remember the principle of exercise using the FITT factors. So anyone can use this factor, like you're beginner or experienced, and for any type of activity. It can also be used by the therapist and the patient populations, for individual recovering from a conditions. So principle of FITT training are essentially as a guideline to make it easier for people who do physical activities or sports. So the community's actions are now more clearly detected based on FITT exercises guideline principles. By utilizing the FITT guidelines, it can be considered as means increase physical fitness while also helping to manage a number of lifestyle-related illnesses such as metabolic syndrome, diabetes, hypertension, dyslipidemia, and hypertension. So first is frequency. So how often? So exercise should be carried out 3 to 5 days a week. So training 3 times a week produces significant training effects. However, training 5 days a week at a lower intensity exercise may be manageable for some people, and it can be seen benefit with training with 5 training sessions a week. Okay, it can increase the risk of injury. So next is intensity. So intensity is how hard exercise you were doing. So intensity can be very light, moderate, and vigorous intensity activities. For example, walking slowly is a slow intensity activity. Walking briskly or shooting around basketball is a moderate intensity activity, and running less than greater than 5 mph is a vigorous intensity activity. So to measure this, kay you have to use the Berg rating scale or RPE scale. So next is the time, which will be gonna discuss by Katarata.
So proceed to time and durations, or how long. Okay, so a total of 20 to 60 minutes of continuous or intermittent aerobic activity a day should be performed. So the day can be divided into a minimum of 10 minutes bouts throughout the day. So the durations of training is dependent on intensity. Individuals starting at the lower end of training band need to sustain exercise longer, 30 to 60 minutes to achieve training effect. So nasa siya limit, no? So unsa siya gitason sa imong pag-exercise na para ma-move ang imong muscles or ang imong kalawasan. Okay, so there are also types of activities. Okay, the first one, we have also like walking, jogging, biking, swimming, or dancing, or strengthening activities such as exercises using exercise bands with machines or handheld weights. So di punta pwede nga magpataka taog ka ng binas tong lawas diha. So ato sa nisang i-follow ka ng pag-walking, jogging, ka ng biking, pwede ka mag-biking, swimming, as long as ma-move ang imong muscle. So that will be all.